Yo, man.
Yo, yo, mama.
Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, we got that. So, NBA Jam. NBA Jam is the thing tonight. That was a fucking hell of a game right there. I wasn't expecting that to go down quite like that.
It's right to the wire. Literally the last shot of the game.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Sunk in after the buzzer.
And then pulled the fucking thing
Yeah,
out.
you broke it, so
I broke it. So it wasn't technically a win. It was. Did you ever? Were you that guy who used to do that?
100. I still am.
You still are?
I still am. Natch can contest. I get super salty.
Like, oh, game to that. I fucking the shit went out.
Oh no, I'm not like that. I just get mad and pull stuff out. You didn't get mad. Yours just you got excited off the 3-pointer at the end.
Oh, okay, you're not the guy who'd be like, oh, you're down by 5 points and then fucking turn the game off, or
No, I get very self-deprecating.
Oh, good.
Like, there's no point in even playing this stupid game anymore. It's stupid. Last year's was better.
Because you're talking about Madden.
Madden, yeah, I play a lot of Madden.
That's your game. You and Natch be playing the Madden.
Yeah, drinking bottle after bottle of whiskey.
I like it. That makes Madden more fun because you can still play it over the internets.
The interweb.
With the talkie-talk.
Yeah.
Headset.
Does
that work? See,
me and Natch don't play that. We play when we're in town. I play wrestling with my friend Andy.
Oh.
Online. One time we were all with a 4-way and we all picked AJ Styles.
Oh,
like
shit.
You're not supposed to be able to, but online if they ever did it, the game just glitches out, and then you go in 2 different games. Like he'll be playing one game, I'll be playing one. It loses the connection.
Holy shit! And so,
we don't realize for like 5 minutes until I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing?" And we both realize we're playing different games that we started as one.
That's too much AJ Styles.
Too much AJ Styles.
How did that?
Too much awesomeness.
Is that only AJ Styles, or is that?
No, it's just after that we never did it because it's just no fun.
You found out, and you're like, I'm not even playing you, but you're talking to him on headset, and then you figure it out. You're like, wait, I'm not doing that.
Well, he reacts to something. Like he'll be like, "Oh, this stupid thing happened," and I'll be like, "That doesn't happen in my game."
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna come out and say this. There's no game that holds up better than AJ Jam. AJ Styles Jam. Than NBA Jam. I don't think there is a better game out there. Like I don't think any game would hold up 20 years later.
Or that you can just play with because some one-player games might be able to, but as far as multiplayer games, I think that's probably pretty true.
GoldenEye. I had more fun playing NBA Jam than I did GoldenEye.
Yeah, well, because I think that with GoldenEye, there's just those certain people you play with who knew every little thing with the multiplayer.
Those are the ones that look at what screen you're on.
Right, look at your screen. Stop looking at my screen!
And every kid in the world wanted two TVs.
Yeah.
They could play, side to the front, the back, like Forrest Gump and Bubba. Put their heads in the mud.
Yeah. Oh, well, we don't have to sleep with our hands in the mud.
I love you, Jenny, even though you got a needle in your arm. What if we just go to that?
Where do you think Jenny shot up? Do you think she shot up more places than her arm? If she got AIDS, she probably shot up more places than just her arm. She probably ended up going to
like the vein slap? Like, I don't think she went as much as like in her toes or her eyeballs.
Yeah. Because she didn't seem like she was too. I mean, she had she got AIDS, but I mean, she probably did enough. But yeah, probably maybe not enough where she was super, in her between her toes and stuff.
Yeah. She cleaned up at the end. Became a waitress.
That's how you cleaned up from the world.
Yeah. Gave birth to Haley Joel Osment.
And
that is Mini Forrest. That is Forrest Jr., right?
Uh-huh. Have you seen him? Did you see him?
In Entourage.
In Entourage, you saw that movie.
Yeah.
That movie was pretty.
I loved it.
Oh, you did?
Loved it. I'll defend that movie to the end.
Oh man. Okay.
Do you like the show?
I loved the show.
It was just one long episode. I loved it.
Because I don't know, because like the show, there started to be like a lot of people, like it became sort of the cool thing. But I always liked the show, and then it was like I had to convince a lot of people that the show is good. I'm like,
if you didn't watch the first two seasons, then like the next 4 were awful.
I could see that
because it was like Vince messing up over and over. No, first 3 were good, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 were rough.
Right.
Because it was just Vince fucking up over and over and over again, and then it, you know.
Yeah, because the first 2 seasons were fucking great.
Fantastic.
I loved it. I loved watching and the whole thing. But then
I like the movie. I really, and they played the National. I love the National, the band.
Oh, okay.
When Sloan is giving birth.
Yeah.
The I Need My Girl song, one of my favorite bands.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Love my pop for them being in there.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm okay with it. I had to watch it because.
Of course.
The show was fucking.
Also, just going back to the show, Seth Green is the ultimate heel.
He is.
Tell Sloan I say what up.
Yeah. What's that mean? Like,
Benny chasing the chasers.
Dude, yeah, he was really good. Like,
he was amazing.
You want to fucking just like, you want to strangle the guy.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like 5'4" and like 90 pounds makes it so much worse. Like he's just such a dick. Yeah. I love it.
I never thought about that. Yeah, he's fucking.
He's the ultimate heel.
Because he's like the great foil to Eric.
Mm-hmm.
To E or whatever.
Do you remember where he's originally from? His first show?
I remember him from the Beverly Hillbillies. Is that what you're gonna say?
Unhappily Ever After.
I never saw that.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. What is this Unhappily? I don't even know what it is.
It was a Married with Children knockoff.
Oh.
It got like 6 seasons. You'd know the dad. He was the dad from Grace Under Fire too. But I can't remember his name.
That show was pretty good too.
That's where Nikki Cox.
Who's Nikki Cox?
She's a hot redhead. She was in Casino. Bob. Okay, so it's the family. It's got the dad, who I can't remember his name, but you know. The mom, same thing. Nikki Cox, who was in Las Vegas. Hot redhead.
Las Vegas?
And then it was a show on TV about Vegas.
I never saw it.
Okay, and then there was the son, who was Eric. And then the parents were like split up, and the dad still lived in the basement, and he talked to a stuffed animal who was Bobcat Goldthwait or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, and it got like 4 seasons. They killed off the mom. She fell asleep in a tanning bed and got cooked.
Wow.
And then she came back and haunted them and demanded a better burial than a note, or because she was looked like a piece of jerky. Then being in a bag in the fridge with a note that says, Ryan, his name was Ryan, Ryan, don't eat mommy. And then in the end, I think he did eat her, which is really fucked up now that I think about it.
Now that you think about it?
Yeah, maybe he didn't eat her, but I remember there was a note in the fridge that said, don't eat mommy. But it got like 4 seasons.
All right. Is it? What?
I've never seen it anywhere. I'm sure it's on YouTube, but it's not. As far as I know, it's not on Hulu or Netflix or anything. I'm pretty sure I would have searched for it by now. Although, I bet it's one of the shows where like if anyone's listening and they're like, oh, that show.
Yeah.
They love it. Like A Bad Married with Children.
I really like Married with Children.
Well, other than the 7 years.
Yeah, fucking 7.
They got rid of him. I remember him being there for a lot longer than he was. He just disappeared. They never talked about him again. I was talking about it. So my in-laws, my sister-in-law, and their kids and all that went to an egg drop at a church in somewhere in Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
And a helicopter comes and like drops 35,000 eggs.
Jesus.
Like we'll have to end
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus.
And all the kids could find them. And I made the joke. It wasn't a joke, but do you remember A Very Bundy Christmas where Santa is supposed to skydive down from the plane into the mall and he gets off course and he lands and the parachute doesn't open and Santa lands in the Bundy's backyard?
Backyard, yeah.
And and then they get all the gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
The mall that were in his sack. And I was I'm like, it's like A Very Bundy Christmas. Like something's gonna fall and hit the ground. No one felt the humor in it, even after I said he was gonna be back 3 days later. But
was that the one with Sam Kinison, or was that a different Bundy Christmas? Where Al dies? And,
no, it's not that one.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely do. Yeah. They show what his life would be like.
Yeah.
Is it big? You know, I think I've talked about this before on some interview podcast, but Al, for working in a used shoe store, does really well for himself. Like the house is pretty big. Yeah. Not super nice, but like they have 3 bedrooms upstairs plus a basement.
Yeah.
You know, they got property in suburbia Chicago.
They're living next door to the Darcys, who are a
well-off,
at first they were the Dink couple.
What was the original name? Not Jefferson.
Not Jefferson. Steve. It was Rhodes. Steve Rhodes.
Steve Rhodes. I liked him. Then he went to be a park ranger. Got killed by a bear.
He didn't get killed.
I thought he did.
Because he came back in some episodes.
He did want Marcy back.
Yeah.
Do you like Steve or Jefferson?
Both. I don't know, because Steve played a really good straight man to Al, so I liked that dynamic. But then Jefferson, I liked him just because he was fucking.
He was Al's friend, though.
Yeah.
I like Steve the better dynamic from Steve. First time I saw Jefferson, I thought Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And
right.
Yeah, he ended up staying on there for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we should do a whole podcast about. So Steve or Jefferson.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever watch MASH?
I never watched MASH.
BJ and Trapper, they switched secondary characters to halfway through the show. And they switched out colonels.
Oh.
It was very easy to kill people off in that show. It's war, though.
It's Korea.
It's Korea.
Yeah.
But yeah, the captain goes home and his plane gets shot down, which I don't know why they did. No one's you can't really pop in after you went home. No one's popping back in North Korea.
And Korea was such a fucking short war.
The shows shoot longer than the war.
Yeah.
Because that was the most watched show ever, with not inflation, but
yeah,
it got like something like 25 million views in like 78 or whatever when it ended.
That's fucking ridiculous. How many people watched? I mean, there wasn't a lot of channels and shit and stuff, but still, that's impressive.
I'm a big MASH fan.
Oh, okay.
Love that.
Well, so DVDs. What's good about it?
I don't know. I just like it. It's serious. It got too serious near the end. I don't know. It was a good dynamic. The movie's weird.
There's a movie.
There's a movie. It's originally a movie.
Oh, okay.
And then it became a TV show. But they don't. The theme song is sung in the movie, the actual words, but not in the TV show. It's depressing.
The suicide.
Yeah, and it's a guy wants to kill himself, so they end up having a funeral for him to show what it would be like if he died.
Oh.
Okay. And then that's where they sing the song to him and stuff.
Yeah. I think I have to stop this, or else I'd be taken off YouTube for a minute. I get too far into it.
Go mention wrestling. Wrestling non grata on YouTube now.
So wait, what happened?
I have no idea. Yeah. I don't know any details.
Oh, yeah, I saw something.
I didn't lead you to believe I'd have details.
You did. You're like, but no, there's not. There's just.
I don't know.
I bet someone does.
Someone. I also need someone to explain the new Washington wrestling laws to me.
So yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I mean, it's still gonna have to be. They can only do it on. Well, they could be. Yeah.
No idea. I have no idea.
I mean, what it is now is you can be on a reservation, or you can do a show that's free.
But isn't 3-2-1 Battle not free?
It's
charity.
It's charity, or it's not charity, but it's like it can be charity or, suggested donations. Like a suggested donation of $10.
Because they're the ones who messed over Project 42.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea with that. Because I mean, there's just not too much about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to Washington Law. Yeah. We've talked about everything. We started at NBA Jam.
Yeah. We went to
the Bundys.
We went to MASH and wrestling, as it usually comes to.
Comes full circle.
Yeah, full circle. So play some NBA Jam. Find a way to play some NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Get out there. So,
I think that it's got to be at Ground Control.
I believe it is actually.
Has to be. They have Sunset Riders.
What's Sunset Riders?
Oh, I'll show you Sunset Riders.
Is that
like Sunset Riders?
A shoot 'em up game?
Kind of.
Okay.
You're a cowboy, but it's not like first person. You go through the Old West and ride horses. And I used to play on the ferry all the time when I was a kid.
That goes out to
Vancouver Island.
Oh, okay. I still haven't been over there.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll go. We can get to ferry out of Washington.
Okay. Go to Vancouver. I went to this one island one time. If it was for a church thing, I did 8th grade.
Was it Keats Island?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I have so many stories about Keats Island.
Oh.
I've been going there for 20 years.
No shit.
My friend has a cabin up there. Family's been there for generations.
Oh.
Me and Crystal go up for a croquet tournament every year. I've been kicked out of that church camp so many times because that's where the dock is to get to that side. So we ride the golf cart through and we get calls in the morning that left empties everywhere.
Holy shit.
I have a billion stories about Keats Island.
Well, I went there 20 years ago.
Why did you go to Canada?
I don't know. It was this church that my friend was at.
Keats Island is really far from here.
Yeah.
It's like 7 hours.
Yeah, it was a long.
Plus a boat ride, so probably like 8-9 hours.
Yeah, I don't know why they sent us up there, but it was this super Christian church that my friend was a part of, and I wasn't really into religion at all. I mean, I really hated religion even at the time. But he's like, dude, you need to come with me. There's like all these chicks and stuff. You know?
Well, there's girls everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, sure, let's go. And then he ended up breaking his ankle, and he couldn't go. So I ended up going by myself.
Dude, that's so weird.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was super fucked up. And I'm like, why am I doing this? And then one of the guys that was the other guy who was my leader ended up, like a couple years later, embezzling a whole shitload of money from the church. And
wow.
Yeah.
My brother was involved with some type of church leadership thing as a kid.
Uh-huh.
The guy ended up getting busted for being a pedophile.
Oh, good.
Years down the line. Nothing. My brother.
Right.
Great. Everyone loved him, but yeah, some big scandal. I don't know whatever happened with it, but yeah.
I think that's fucked under a rug.
Yeah, we should be. Let's tell more Keats. Let's talk about Keats after.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's the show, man.